Alright dudes, it's day 20 on VEDAug. Today's prompt, invite 4 people to a dinner party.
That's so science.
Takes on VEDAug. Now this is a tough one to answer. There's so many cool people out there I'd want to invite. Invite all the scientists. But I'll have to stick it to my top 4. Now Einstein seems like a fairly obvious choice, so we're gonna skip him for now, but he's a pretty cool dude. First off on my guest list, Charles Darwin. Darwin is the guy who came up with the theory of evolution. This is sort of my favorite journal entry of all time. The thing about Darwin is he came up with his theory but didn't publish it until 20 years later. Why I would really want to invite him to my party is so I could show him how much science has backed up his theory. They had no idea about DNA back then, and now we can actually compare the DNA of 2 species and be like, okay, they're cousins, so that would be really cool. I would also like to hear his stories about on the Beagle. I'm sure he has loads of stories that didn't make it into his journal, if you know what I mean. Second awesome person on the guest list, Rachel Carson. Rachel Carson wrote this book called Silent Spring. This book sparked the environmental movement. This book was the smoking gun on DDT and how it basically devastated entire species, like the bald eagle, for instance. She died in 1964, only a few years after this was published. So I'd want to invite her to show her how much her work has influenced everyone, and I'd also really like to talk to her about the modern environmental movement, how she feels that we call it global warming or climate change now, and what she thinks about renewable resources like solar, wind, and thermal. Third awesome person on my guest list is Sally Ride. It's the first American woman in space. She competed against 1,000 other people to be a NASA astronaut. Early astronauts were originally fighter jet pilots, but soon NASA realized that they wanted scientists, engineers, and the like, so Sally Ride got to be one of those awesome scientists in space. I really want to ask her about all the sexist questions she got. People were asking her how her womanly parts would be affected by zero gravity, or if she would get really moody when experiments went badly. And this was in the early 1980s. After being an astronaut, she went on to be a professor at a couple different universities, but she also started Sally Ride Science, which is this amazing program to get young girls in STEM. I'll put links down below for that program. And the last member of my dinner party would be Steve Irwin. He's my main childhood idol. I came home every day from school to watch him. Crikey! Ain't she a beauty? Not only is he an amazing guy and communicator of science, I want to give him a hug for how much he influenced me. But I also want to show him how Animal Planet, Discovery Channel, and TLC are nowadays. I wonder how much he'd enjoy programs like The Search of Bigfoot, that one mockumentary about the sharks. I bet there'd be a lot of wine served after that. Not only are these people I look up to, but they've all had very valuable contributions to the public awareness of science. Who would you invite to your dinner party? If you have any questions, comments, please put them below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. That would be super duper. Oh, love him. I cried at his funeral when little Bindi read her little part about him. Oh my god, that was tragic. Frickin' Stingray.